if you're an Aquarius born January 20th to February 18th, what can you expect for the month of February 2019? Let's tune in and find out. So Aquarians, I just see a lot of implementing a lot of the changes that you've been dreaming about and talking about. And it just reminds me of a big spiral finally coming down and just, going down into the ground and getting locked in. So whether that's, you wanted to sell a property and you wanted to move someplace else, or you wanted to sell your business, or you wanted to go off to college, or you were looking to get your doctorate or a degree, and just if there's a forward momentum or movement with your life, finalizing old things and opening the door to new. And this month is no different. I just see this one is more like you're the mover, like you're in your home and you're reorganizing, getting things done. The movers take that out. I'm done with that. Bring the new in, move it over here. It's just like you know what you want and you're directing everything. So it's just this beautiful play and you're creating it and you're directing everybody in your life of how you want things and where you want it to go. So I feel like this is something you've been after for a while and it's finally coming into fruition this month. So let's look at the new moon in Aquarius, which is in your sign on February 4th. So this is a really exciting energy. It's where you get to really kind of plant all the magic and the seeds for something new for yourself. And it's generally, they say it's the strongest for the first 2 weeks. So it starts the February 4th. So 2 weeks would be through February 18th. And we'll actually go for the whole month, right? Until you get to the next full moon, new moon rather. But those first 2 weeks are the strongest. And so for you guys, it's a very uplifting, it's supportive, and it's expansive. So it's really your voice that's being carried and saying, this is what I want, and that's where I want to go. So just be aware of the seeds that you're planting that first week of February because it's a really powerful time for you and in your sign. Okay, and then February 19th, we have a full moon in Virgo. So this feels like, okay, so we're planting the seeds, and now these are all the things, all the details that we need to do to water the plants, right? I've planted the seed. Now these are all the details I have to do to get things to grow. So it feels like a very practical energy. Boom, boom, boom. I need to get things done. It's kind of like you've been working really hard for this big deal. And then the big deal comes in the 19th, the 20th, that week, the full moon. And then you have to do all the details to make that big deal launch, right? So you've worked really hard to get your company sold. Now you have to go through all the logistics, everything that you have to turn over so they actually go through with the sale. It's like that kind of energy, some big hope, wish, or dream. Could even be buying a house, right? And now you have to go out, found the house, signed all the paperwork. Now you have to go get the loan. It's like that kind of nitty-gritty details, but they're exciting because it's progress and it's moving towards a dream that you've wanted and something that's really big and luxurious. So I like the energy for you. It's really positive. But like I said, it's feeling hopes, wishes, and dreams, and then having to kind of like do the detail work of fulfilling that destiny. All right, let's look at romantic relationships. Those of you that are in a romantic relationship, let's see what's in store for you for February. Well, I see you kind of like thick as thieves, having the same idea. Let's working on this project together, working on this dream together, and then getting, like most of us can get in that little tug of war, or push or pull, in terms of your vision for things or the way in which you see things. But I also feel like there's a real simplicity and camaraderie that's happening in the relationship that you haven't seen for a while, and I also feel like you've had to rely on each other. And so as life has changed and the things have changed around you, and maybe you've had a change of life in terms of, we go through the different seasons where you're getting married and then you're raising kids and then your kids are leaving and then, you're dealing with aging parents. And so all these different stages of life. And if you stay with the partner long enough, you've gone through a lot of life together. And so it feels like for some of you, there's, oh yeah, we've been here before and we'll get through this, and you know how to navigate. If you're in a new relationship, and new meaning, just a couple of years, it may be a little harder for you to vocalize or for you to kind of be heard or to be more succinct in what you want without losing your mind or without, going, oh my God, they don't get me, right? So you want to be careful that you're not over dramatic or that you're not just kind of like, for the sake of being heard and it just comes from a frustration of feeling like you're spinning your wheels and nobody's paying attention to you, meaning your partner. So you want to let that energy go. It's not going to support you. And if you can just try and be quiet or grounded, it will help to ground the partner, and communication will help. And then I see this month being much better for you, being more in alignment with what you want. And for some of you, if you've been in a rocky relationship, this may be the end. This may be like, we're not going to be able to move forward. And that's okay, because when one door closes, another door opens. So if you find yourself in a relationship that it's just not compatible anymore, the universe may kick you out or may kick them out, right? And circumstances may change. You may get a job that moves you, or they may get a job that moves them. But just know, whatever it is, it's all for the greater good. Okay, so let's look at those of you who are single and interested in romance. What can you expect? There's a freedom here in being able to love yourself and trust yourself, but it's also jutting up closely to your anxiety and your insecurity. So instead of forcing issues and forcing yourself to date and forcing yourself to be out there when you feel so inadequate or insecure because of some things that might be coming up or touching on you or life issues that are happening for you, slow down. Just say that you're collecting friends. Just say that I'm not dating right now. I've got a lot going on in my life, but I'd like to get to know you. So let's just go have coffee or let's just go have a drink, but just as friends. Put them on notice ahead of time. What it does, allow you to relax, give you time to catch your breath, handle your life. And now you're not setting yourself up, putting yourself in a situation that you can be taken advantage of, or somebody can take advantage of you, or you're just feeling like you're not ready for it because life is moving so quickly. Because a lot of you have got a lot going on, jobs, careers, moves, spouses changing, family dynamics. There's just so much swirling energy that by slowing down and being able to say no to something makes you feel like you're in control when you don't feel like you normally have control. For money, your Aquarians are reinventing themselves. So you're really being asked to reinvent yourself, and the universe is going to help you do that. And they're going to close a lot of doors that don't serve you anymore, right? And it's kind of like the succession of events of pushing you to rediscover yourself and rediscover your strength, or maybe for the first time, discover some new gift that you have about yourself. And what you want to know is you don't want to be afraid to express that. If you're really good at something, the universe asks, show me a way to make money doing X, Y, Z. Show me to make money, how to if you have something that you're really good at, or if you don't know what you're really good at, show me my talents and then show me how to make money with those talents, right? Just put it out there in the form of a question and let it percolate and see what comes up. But I do feel like there's some things that are happening with your money where some things have been blocked, and now there's going to be some things that are going to open up. But part of what you're being required to do is to go with the flow and stop resisting and stop trying to hang on to relationships that aren't good for you, or that the door is closing, or where people are taking advantage of you, or you're not being dealt with in a respectful, beautiful manner that you should be, right? Walk away. When you walk away, everything else in your life will start working. If your life is not working, it's because you're hanging on out of fear to something that isn't working and you're afraid to let go of, right? But trust me, when you let go of, you'll get carried. Think of it that way. When you let go, you'll be carried. And then you'll land exactly where you need to land with the right person, situation, or career. Okay, so there is new energy for your career this month, opportunities, if you're willing to let go of the old. It reminds me of Jane, Tarzan and Jane swinging from vine to vine. If she would just hang on, what happens, right? If she just hangs on, it stops, right? There's no momentum. You have to swing from vine to vine, right? And you'll be carried. And in doing that, you're going to right into to what's new for you. The new job, the new opportunity, the raise, the right connections. So letting go of any fear and just flowing, being in that flow, is really going to help you. So you may ask yourself, what have I been resisting? What have I been hanging on to that is past its prime, right? And if you've been letting go, then good for you. Then these new opportunities are going to be finding you this month. Okay, let's see anything about your health, Aquarians. I feel like you're taking better care of your health. I feel like that's one thing that is really kind of like opening up for you. If you're not, I would focus on like the digestion or the pancreas, being overly sweet, trying to manipulate or trying to get people to like you, to hire you, or to get, that's all kind of like icky, inauthentic energy, and it can affect the digestion or the pancreas. It's just fear. Also across the shoulders, I'm feeling pain. It's all about trust, right? So when you just learn to trust and you learn to stand on your own 2 feet, the body regulates. Everything works out. The body is fluid and movement. Things that are really good for you, yoga, foods that are nurturing and healing for you. But I really feel like steam and yoga and even having a rooted energy in the earth. So whether it's the beach and your feet are in the sand and in the beach, or whether it's leaning up against the tree and breathing with the strength of the tree, but nature is your friend. So use nature to ground you. It's going to calm you. It will heal you. It'll allow the mind to stop and all the answers to come in. So Aquarians, that's really going to help you this month. Be in nature. It's going to help ground you, and you're going to really be able to see, what do I need to do? Where do I need to go? What's next for me? Because there's this big expansive energy. But if you're swirling around up here, right, out of fear, or you don't know what to do, you're not going to be able to take advantage of it if you're grounded. Because when you're grounded, it's just like, oh, it's automatic. You just know what to do and how to handle it. So it's a real opportunity for you this month to just be in nature, short periods of time, whether it's a 20-minute walk or 10 minutes sitting under a tree and just breathing with it. It's something, and if you can't get outside, close your eyes and imagine your favorite park or imagine your favorite tree and lean against it and really imagine breathing up with it and down with it. It's going to help you. It's going to ground you, and it's going to allow the answers to come in that will help you with your work, career, and your romance, and all areas of your life, actually. Okay, so let's see if there's anything unexpected for Aquarians for this month. So I feel like for some of you, all the problems can be gone. Like, just be gone. Like, if you don't have a house, you can find a house. If you need a roommate, you can find a roommate. If you need a new job, you can find a new job. It might be that you have all those things going on at once and all of them handle. Suddenly you get hired and you find out your new job, somebody else is needing a roommate, and boom, you've got a ready-made roommate and job. Boom, done. It's like that. So get out of your head about how is this going to work out and where am I going to go, and just put one foot in front of the other. And the unexpected positive this month is that it can all work out. All your problems can be washed away just with your faith and action. So it's a really action-oriented month. So you want to put yourself in action. All the planets are moving forward. There's nothing to stop you except you and the conversation, right? So, and just move away from anybody in your life that doesn't believe in you or isn't supporting you. All right, Aquarians, this is a really powerful month for you to really plant your seeds of where you're going and what you're doing. And if you don't know, ask to be shown, right? And then just let go and see what comes up. All right, guys, lots of love to you. Thank you so much for viewing and watching my intuitive astrology. If you like it, please click the like and comment below and share with your friends. And I look forward to seeing you again next month. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.